For business perspective, the Balanced Scorecard converts strategy into an integrated system defined across four business perspectives. The one that you're gonna see here are ordered in a way to serve the private sector. So financial is on top because this is the most important thing for survival in any business. You have financial perspective and you have the objective measures, target and initiative. Comes next is the customer, like we saw in the tree, very similar. And then you have the internal process, and then you have the employee where the learning growth is taking place. The plan takes from top to bottom, and then the performance will go from bottom up. This is the four perspectives for Balanced Scorecard. However, in public organization, financial perspective is not number one on top. It usually it goes all the way down because the main purpose of a government is not really to make money but to please their citizens. So here the customer will be changed to citizen, and the internal process will stay the same and employee will stay the same. Strategy, cause and effect. Also, this tree representing your own corporation utilizing Balanced Scorecard methodology. At the bottom, you have the soil where the nutritions are, human knowledge and skills. They interact in an internal process to eventually serve the customer, be it a product or a service. Later on, when we have so many paying customers, eventually the financial results are there in our corporation. So many mistakes have been done before, and managers are young and unexperienced managers. They go straight to the financial results. They pay little attention to the customer and not too much attention to the process, neither the employees. Eventually, in the long term, after 2 or 3 years, they lose faith in the manager. They don't support and they don't work as much. You have a very inefficient processes. Eventually, there is no apple or oranges to select. A good manager will focus on all the above. Will focus on the financial, on the customer, also on the internal processes, and he make the employee very happy. This is a sustainable way of managing any organization. And based on this methodology, Balanced Scorecard is reflective of these four perspectives. Later on, when we have a good KPIs at the human development, good KPIs at the internal process, customers, and later on financial, eventually the objective of the strategy is reached. The nice thing about Balanced Scorecard, there is no conflict with other management methodologies. For example, in the financial perspective, it's okay to use return on investment or EVA analysis in addition to using Balanced Scorecard. Same for the customer perspective. If we have a CRM like customer relationship management, in addition to the ECC experience co-creation for the customer, they will work beautifully and they support the customer perspective. In the internal process, however, Six Sigma and Lean and total quality management, quality and ABC, this is something where strength will be given to the perspective as well. At the employee levels, HR strategy and change management usually is required to make the strategy happen. This is the nice thing about Balanced Scorecard. It ties everything together very nicely.